Dear Diary, you know that feeling that you get when the world seems to be spinning chaotically around you and you're no longer standing on solid ground? The things you've always held on to starts shaking and nothing is certain? That's how I felt for the last few years, until he came into my life. And gradually, I felt like the world stopped spinning, and I see, without a daze, for the first time, who I'd like to build a life with. Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan here today with another video in our Synastry series talking about Moon in Partner's second house. So, the diary entry earlier was written from the perspective of the house person and how they feel when someone's moon falls into that house. I have made a video explaining a little bit about what a synastry chart is, as well as another video guiding you through how to get a synastry chart cooked up between you and a particular love interest or anyone in your life. So I'll post a link to those two videos up there and in the description box below, so you can check that out first if you're not familiar with synastry, and you can come back and watch this video. So the moon in a synastry house overlay is showing an area of the house person's life where the moon would like to nurture to the core and into fruition, as well as a place where the two people are going to be acting out their more intuitive natures, acting out their irrationalities, their fears, their insecurities, as well as their security needs. The intuitive natures of that particular house is now being provoked by the moon person's moon being there. So this is really a place where the two are connecting to each other on a heart level rather than the intellectual levels or even the ego level. So it's kind of like you're going shopping, and I say this in all my videos, and you see this very beautiful bag and you'd really like to buy it, but it's so expensive. But you're gonna buy it anyways because it has been handmade by a local craftsman who has poured his whole heart and soul into designing it. And it's very special and very unique, even though there are little imperfections here and there. You're willing to invest in that. So this is a place where the moon person's little imperfections, irrational imperfections, meet up in an area of life of the house person. This is also a place where the two people are going to move each other emotionally, whether that be a positive move or a more negative one. So the second house really is a house that is ruled by the sign of Taurus. It's a very security-oriented house. It's about money, material assets, and what we can get materially to make us feel secure and safe, as well as it's the house of our values. So when the moon comes here, the moon becomes like a Taurus moon a little bit, and the moon person generally tends to feel, they can sense and feel the stability of the second house, and they feel more emotionally stable. The moon person tends to feel that the material security that the second house can get for themselves or for the moon or for the relationship is going to also bring emotional security to the moon person. So it can kind of be like the moon person feels that, oh, they're no longer having to struggle for food or for a great home to stay in. So that kind of the worry that naturally human beings have over their basic survival needs are now more calm and at peace and stable, and that can do a lot to make someone feel that safety and stability. This house is, like I said, is ruled by Taurus, so it is a Venus ruled house. This means that the moon and the house person can really enjoy a lot of their sensual pleasures and indulgences together, especially in the domestic environment, kind of like Sundays eating their favorite type of popcorn, watching their favorite Netflix and just feeling really good about that, and then after that taking a flower bath together with their favorite aroma, incense being lit. When the two people's senses are being met, they can feel really emotionally good and fulfilled with each other. So all of us really needs a secure place that we can kind of fall back to. Either it's at the end of the day or it's just a secure place in which we can build our life on. And this placement offers that. If you could have a nice, comfortable home to recharge, then you have more energy, right? To go out into the world, to pursue your goals, to pursue your dreams in life. And that's a really great thing to have in a relationship. Probably also because I'm a Taurus, so I'm going to say that that is a great thing to have in a relationship. Now, if the moon person's moon is, let's say, doing something, making an aspect to Uranus, this can feel disturbing for the house person. They may feel that their values are different, first of all, different from the moon person, as well as the moon person's kind of shaking up their place of security. If the moon person's moon is making a hard aspect to, let's say, Pluto, the house person's gonna feel a little bit more like, okay, what do you want from me? Do you want my money? Do you want something? Do you want the fact that I have a good stable job? They're gonna be a little bit more suspicious of some subtle, maybe manipulative tendencies of the moon. Also, the moon person kind of would really like to support the resources of the house person as well. They may support, the house person in helping them with the best way to make money or to make their business grow. So if the two people kind of respond to each other with appreciation, and maybe with kindness, maybe giving gifts. After all, this is the house that can rule, all the material things. So they can give nice gifts to each other and show that kind of an appreciation. Then I think that this can be really, really sweet. Gift giving can evoke that sweet, gentle spot, as well as having a nice home environment, a fireplace to sit at the end of your day, having a good wine together. That can really generate romance and sweetness of feelings, affection. This overlay is really just, I think, a relaxed, soothing, calming type of an overlay that may not generate too much drama, unless there's something else going on in the chart, like the house person's moon, maybe falling into the moon person's 8th house and doing something with Mars, but that's gonna depend on each case. The ultimate theme or the purpose of this relating is really for both people to show kindness and appreciation to somebody who is willing to support us materially, and have a gratitude for a foundation of life that is well built, including an appreciation for being able to meet up with somebody where your values are in sync, so that you can have a solid way of going about the world through the hard times. So that's my take on Moon in Partner's second house. If you have this with a love interest or with anyone in your life, then do comment below and let us know what your experiences have been. If you'd like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you already subscribed, then thank you very much for coming along. I do birth chart readings, synastry, and relationship readings. All the information is on my website. You can also check that out. And yeah, I'll be back soon, beautiful souls, with another video. Next is going to be the Moon in Partner's 8th house. I'll see you then. Bye!